There's more TNBC coming your way.
Welcome to another USWA Championship Wrestling. I'm Bud Schropel along with John Rainey. We have a big crowd here for Championship Wrestling. And, John, another big day of Championship Wrestling.
Another great day, another great card, Bud. And everybody, you're not seeing Corey Macklin or Dave Brown. That's right. They came down and asked us last night to take their place. Corey and Dave couldn't be here. We're going to sit in today. And, hey, we've got a great card today. We got some great people coming out here, some great wrestlers.
Have some great wrestlers, and also the Nation of Domination is here today. Well, I don't know how good that is. They're going to come in and try to dominate as they have in the past.
Well,
but
I'll tell you, Bud, I've talked to some people in the back, and they may try to dominate, but we've got a few people in the back that have other ideas today.
Some people that will dominate, other than the Nation of Domination. The superstar, Bill Dundee, is here today. The King, Jerry Lawler, is here today. The real Double J from the WWF, Jesse James Armstrong is here. And, of course, Mike Samples, with his overinflated opinion of himself, is in the house today. So we'll get a look at Mike Samples.
And no show would be complete without a visit from the reigning USWA heavyweight champion, Too Sexy, Brian Christopher's here today.
Brian Christopher is here today, and he will have several things to say about what the Nation of Domination tries to do. Some great matches. We'll start it off with J.C. Ice. Wolfie D will be in here. It's just going to be a great day, and we are very, very happy to be here.
Rather than us talk about it, let's get these matches started, and we'll do that right after this. All right, everybody, you know what that music means. That's only one thing. That's the Nation of Domination music and J.C. Ice. I was hoping we could go this whole show without this, but I guess not.
Oh, I was hoping I had Lance Russell, Dave Brown, and Corey Macklin here, but I guess we're all out of hope. You know, I got something that's been on my mind for a long time now, and it's time that I get it off my chest, man. You know, first of all, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all you people running your mouth, so shut up, it's my interview time. Now, you see, I come out here a few weeks ago and I started talking about, Bill Dundee abandoned me and my mom. I said he abandoned us, he didn't buy me nothing for Christmas.
You know that's not true.
He was never there. If you just shut your mouth and do your job and hold this microphone, everything will be good, all right? And I come out here and I want everybody to know sincerely that I lied. I just lied.
Imagine that.
Just shut your mouth. Just shut up and hold this microphone, idiot. Or you'll be fired on the next show. So, what I want to do right now is I got to get this off. It's been eating at me for months and months. I just want to call Bill Dundee out here right now. And I lied. I'm sorry. What can I say? I just want him to know that I know everybody was on the wrestling card. There was a lot of guys there who had kids at home. And he's right. It's my fault. And the way I'm acting is my fault. And I just want him to come out there right now.
I'm not sure that Bill even wants to come out here and talk to you, JC, and I wouldn't blame him at all if he didn't show up. I mean, well, here he is. The superstar, Bill Dundee. Come on over here, Bill.
Well, when we saw the light, I mean, what? Well, no, it's not got to do with seeing the light or nothing. It's just that it's family, man, and people need family, and you got to have your family, and I just want to know that I want everybody to know that I lied, and I'm full of it, and I'm sorry, man. I don't know what else to say.
Well, that's it. I mean,
well, look, all I want to know is I'm sorry, man, and I hope me and you can patch it up, and man, can I get a hug or something? That's all I need is just a hug.
Well, there you have it, guys. Heartfelt apology.
Look out, look out!
Well, we should have known.
Wolfie D.
Give me that microphone. No way he fell for that, man. You owe me $100, man. I cannot believe he's so stupid. He Oh, man, you know, you just cost me $100, man. He's so stupid. He just cost me $100, man. Oh, there's your 100. Now, I want 50 of that back, and I didn't think it was that stupid. I didn't think it was that stupid.
All right, Bill Rush, come out here and get this straightened out. Well, we should have known that this was not going to go the way we thought.
You guys are something else. We got a match coming up involving J.C. Ice. We're trying to get Bill Dundee out of here. Let's go to the ring. Tony Friedman in the ring introduction.
I told you he'd fall for it. He's so stupid, he'll fall for anything.
Ready in the ring, wrestling out of the hood, here is J.C. Ice. And his opponent, making his USWA debut from Mexico City, Mexico. Please welcome Super
All right,
Hysteria.
enough of J.C. Ice. Let's get this match underway here,
One fall
guys.
with a 10-minute time limit. Your referee is Downtown Bruno. Downtown Bruno in the ring for this match between J.C. Ice and Super Hysteria. No, I can't believe anything you guys ever do.
Well, we had an idea of what was coming.
Wolfie D and J.C. Ice continuing what they do best, and that's deceive everybody in the USWA. Good grief.
Good move by Super Hysteria. I got to tell you, I think I might be a little hysterical if I ran up against this guy.
J.C. Ice needs to turn his attention now to Super Hysteria and quit worrying about what went on with the superstar, his father, Bill Dundee. Good grief, John. These guys, just unbelievable. Hysteria and J.C. Ice pushed down Hysteria, nice body toss.
J.C. Ice needs not to be too cocky out there because this guy is tough. He's got the great aerial moves, great entertainer as well as a great wrestler.
And, of course, the ever-present Wolfie D on the outside. You got to know that he's probably going to get involved in this before it's all over.
No, Wolfie D would never do anything like that.
Super Hysteria.
Breaking on that arm, Budrow.
In control of the match so far. Whips J.C. Ice into the ring. Move by Super Hysteria. A nice drop kick, and J.C. Ice down and out of the ring.
J.C. Ice needs a little timeout.
No timeouts here in the USWA. Referee Downtown Bruno counting. Got it up to 5. J.C. falls back under the ring. Rope.
Wolfie D doing his ever so popular interaction with the crowd over here, Bud.
J.C. Ice pushed back in the ring and a knee to the midsection. Body slams J.C. Ice in the middle of the ring. Climbing the rope, Super Hysteria slips and just missed him by about 5 feet. Wolfie D on the apron and J.C. Ice now, and Wolfie D in the ring.
And Downtown Bruno, referee calling for the bell as
We're going to have a disqualification.
Out of the ring.
Disqualification on J.C. Ice and Wolfie D as they now work on Super Hysteria in the ring.
Come on, Bruno, get this thing under control.
Double elbow from Wolfie D and J.C. Ice.
All right,
They finally leaving the ring
get
area.
this thing under control. I'll tell you what.
J.C. Ice and Wolfie D disqualified Super Hysteria, the winner in this one, but
I'll tell you, you got to figure Super Hysteria knew that he was in a little bit of trouble when Wolfie D stayed out at the ring apron, Bud.
We'll be back with more on USWA Wrestling after this timeout.
y'all the nation. Come alive and in color. Don't diss the
We've got a match coming up with Wolfie D and Bobby Bolton, but of course, you can't do anything around here without the grand entrance of Wolfie D and JC Ice of the Nation of Domination. And true to form, here they are.
Well, you know, we can do without that Nation of Domination music, but like you said, Bud, we've got a match coming up here. Let's take it up to Tony Friedman for the ring introductions.
Action from the USWA getting underway with a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match. Introducing already in the ring, wrestling out of the hood, here is Sir Wolfie D. And his opponent making his way to the ring area, weighing 227 pounds, wrestling from Winnipeg in Manitoba, Canada, Bolton, Bobby Bolton.
Everybody is sick and tired of the Nation of Domination, and I'm going to turn it up a notch. I'm going to take care of you right now. What do you say?
Jolton, Bobby Bolton, ready for action on the USWA.
Bobby Bolton says he's going to clean up a little bit of the Nation of Domination.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Bret Hart from the
Does look a lot
WWF.
like- Also from Canada.
Everybody, I'm the champion.
Well, Russ says ring the bell and we're ready to go. Bobby Bolton and Sir Wolfie D of the Nation of Domination.
Unless JC Ice interferes in this one, it looks like to me Wolfie D's got his hands full. Bobby Bolton looks like he can handle this.
I'm trying to steal none of our gold or belts or nothing.
Wouldn't even think
we
about
take
it.
care of it for you.
Bobby Bolton and Wolfie D.
Nice leg takedown by Wolfie D, but a quick reversal. Bobby Bolton on top now with a bar on the arm.
Bobby Bolton's a quick wrestler, making a good name for himself here in the USWA.
A lot of good scientific wrestling going on right now. Out of character for Wolfie D, bud.
Again, the ever-presence of JC Ice now on the side, and these two guys never get that far away from each other. Leg takedown by Wolfie D. And another reversal by Bobby Bolton.
Just in time as Wolfie D going for that figure four leg lock and could never quite get it put on.
Bolton working the arm of Wolfie D. Now D reverses it on Bobby Bolton.
Great moves and counter moves on both parts here. But as these guys are putting on a great wrestling exhibition right now.
Bobby Bolton takes Wolfie D down to the mat. And a count from Bill Rush, and
Wolfie D had his leg up on the ropes, and Bobby wasn't turning loose.
Wolfie D.
Imagine Wolfie D complaining about anything. Can you imagine that?
Anything that comes out of his mouth is a complaint. And with the attention of Bill Rush taken off of Wolfie D, pops Bobby Bolton right in the side of the head.
Oh, nice sucker punch from Wolfie D, about what you'd expect. And then when Bobby Bolton came back, Wolfie D headed for the ropes.
I tell you what, this Nation of Domination, they're very good wrestlers in their own. When you put them together and get all the distractions on the outside of the ring, they're definitely a force to be reckoned with here in the USWA.
It's got to really be tough on Bobby Bolton or any other wrestler going up against these guys to maintain any kind of focus, bud, and stay involved in the match when they're constantly worried about who's on the outside.
Wolfie D with a handful of hair. Runs Bolton into the rings, tries a hip toss, but blocked by Bolton. And Wolfie D with a strong forearm right under the chin of Bobby Bolton. Wolfie D pushes Bolton into the corner and then pops away on him. Turns to celebrate, and then Bolton reverses it and adds his pop to Wolfie D. Whips him into the corner. Big foot to the midsection. Rams his head into the mat. Big elbow drop and a second. And a third. JC Ice trying to come in. Bobby Bolton with the cover. And Bill Rush distracted by JC Ice. And
Wolfie D with something out of his tights, bud, and he really laid one on Bobby Bolton.
shoves it back down into his shorts, and Bolton is down and hurt.
It's a chain, bud, and he just handed it back to JC Ice.
JC Ice disposes of it. And just, I didn't do anything.
Wolfie D denying everything. Bill Rush checks him out, and of course he can't find it because J.C. Ice has got it on the outside.
Wolfie D has Bobby Bolton hurt in the corner. Rams his head into the turnbuckle. Whips him into the rope. Misses with the forearm. Here comes somebody.
Well, he's got to come up out of the crowd, bud. That's all the audience.
I tell you, it looks like Billy Travis. Billy Travis into the ring, and he's all over Wolfie D. Chases Wolfie D out of the rope, gives him a kick where he ought to get it. And JC and Wolfie D depart from the area.
He cleared the ring in a hurry, bud.
Bill Rush giving the match, I believe, to Wolfie D on outside interference from Billy Travis.
Match goes to Wolfie D on a DQ because of the outside interference, but I'll tell you what, I've never seen Wolfie D or J.C. Ice move quite that fast.
Billy Travis
high
back out
five in the
here.
crowd.
Interfere in this match. Billy?
I just want to tell you folks something right now. I know I'm not supposed to be here. But I want to tell you something. This is the most embarrassing thing, what I'm about to tell you, that's ever happened to me in my life. I've been gone from here for 22 months, and there's a reason for that. I've been in drug rehab. You know, when you get around people like Wolfie D, you tend to do things that you normally don't do. Well, let me tell you something. I couldn't even go for a walk or get a hamburger. I sat there for 18 months and had things to think about. I thought about everything that I've ever done in my life. And every day I thought about Wolfie D and the things he's taken away from me. I have a 7-year-old daughter that he took 18 months away from me. Forgive me if I'm just a little bit nervous.
Take your time, Billy. You're doing fine. Take your time.
But what I want to say, I want to apologize to my little girl. I'm so sorry. But I'll tell you what, Wolfie D, if you're an arm's length of me, I'm going to do everything in my power to beat you to death. 18 months, every day, I thought about you. And whenever I see you, it's going to be all over.
And the superstar comes out. Recovered, hopefully, from that sneak attack. Bill Dundee, you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. No, I'm not all right. Come here, Billy. Come here. I know. Well, Jamie, I know you're sitting out there, and I know Wolfie D. I have told you for the last year and a half he's a snake in the grass. He doesn't care what happens to anybody unless Wolfie D comes out on top. Ask Randy Hale, where's he? He's walking around like a babbling idiot because of Wolfie D. Billy Travis, I know we're all in charge of our own life. You don't have to do. But boys and girls, I'm telling you, stay away from the Wolfie D's that come up to school and try to get you to start doing something for the first time. I hate you, Wolfie D. I hate your mother. I hate your father. And I'm going to make a promise to you. You're a no-good snake in the grass. And if you can't see that, Jimmy Dundee, I'm going to ask Billy Travis to be my partner, and we're going to get a match with you and Wolfie D. And I am going to beat some sense into you, punk. And I hope he kills Wolfie D.
Well, there you have it from the superstar. We're going to check during this break because Bill Dundee has a match this coming Thursday night. See if we can get that changed. We'll check. We'll be right back. And welcome back to USWA Wrestling. Tell you what, guys, this week, a great card coming up Thursday night, February 6th at the big one And at Hollywood and 240, go over that card for us, Bud. Tell us who's coming up.
Coming up this Thursday night at the Big One Expo Center at Hollywood and I-240, another big night at USWA Championship Wrestling. Starting it off with a big match between Super Hysteria. We saw him here earlier this morning in our first match. He'll be going against Bobby Bolton. Then movie star Mike Samples will be in the ring. He'll be going against Brickhouse Brown. Samples with that overinflated opinion of himself. He'll be trying to take out a tough one, Brickhouse Brown. Then it'll be King Reginald. That's how he calls himself. I call him Reggie B. Fine. Will be in the ring against, from the WWF, the real Double J, Jesse James Armstrong. And that'll be a good one. Then after that, it's a USWA heavyweight title match. The champion, Brian Christopher, will be taking on Elijah or the Spellbinder. You can call him what you want. I'll call him the Spellbinder, but he'll have a tough match coming up against Brian Christopher. Then a grudge tag title match. The Nation of Domination, Wolfie D and JC Ice will be going against Bill Dundee and Stephen Dunn. And that USWA Commissioner Stephen Pollock out here.
Take Stephen Dunn off, put Mr. Travis in as the Bill Dundee's partner.
Elliot Pollock from the USWA, the commissioner, says take Stephen Dunn out, put Billy Travis in. So there you have it, a change in the card. Bill Dundee and Billy Travis, after what happened here a little bit earlier, they'll be taking on the Nation of Domination, JC Ice and Wolfie D. And then the main event of the evening, it will be the King, Jerry Lawler, going against the Gravedigger from the Nation of Domination. And, of course, the King, Jerry Lawler, will have to be looking out for all the outside interference from Wolfie D, JC Ice, and all the other cast of characters that they have. Another big night at the Expo Center this coming Thursday night.
I'll tell you what, we've got some great matches coming up. We're going to get them started right after this break.
We are the nation. Come alive and in color.
There's the music for the entrance of another member of the Nation of Domination,
We are not playing for
Shaquille Ali, otherwise
known as
confused.
Tracy Smothers.
Nation of Domination, and I'm fixing to put it on Brian Christopher to show who's the man and why I am.
Shaquille Ali of the Nation of Domination saying he's going to take care of Brian Christopher. I'm not so sure, John.
I got a feeling Brian Christopher will have a little something to say about that. Seems to me all these guys from the Nation of Domination are just a little bit confused about who they are, where they came from, and what they're supposed to be doing out here. Let's take this one up to the ring for a ring introduction. Let's go to
We've
Tony
got
Friedman.
more action coming up from the USWA. Introducing already in the ring from the Nation of Domination, Shaquille Ali. And his opponent making his way to the ring, the current USWA heavyweight champion, Too Sexy, Brian Christopher. One fall with a 10-minute time limit. This is a non-title match.
Well, 260 Brian Christopher, a crowd favorite here. Everybody loves him.
One of the all-time crowd favorites in the USWA, and he's going against Tracy Smothers. We got the ringing of the bell, and we're about ready to go. Brian Christopher and Shaquille Ali.
This is a non-title bout, right?
It is a non-title match. Brian Christopher not putting his belt on the line today. We're ready to go. Christopher and Ali lock up in the middle of the ring. Nice reversal by Brian Christopher.
Don't go to the refrigerator, guys, because this one's going to be a fast-moving action. Going to have to keep up with this one.
Tracy Smothers complaining that Brian Christopher pulled his trunks. Complaining to referee downtown Bruno, but Bruno not having any part of it. That's what you get from the Nation of Domination, John. Just a lot of complaining, a lot of belly aching, and a lot of distraction.
I'm amazed there's nobody else out here from the Nation of Domination standing at ringside.
Brian Christopher knocked to the ring. Tracy Smothers doing a little celebrating, or excuse me, Shaquille Ali.
You had it right the first time, bud.
It's Tracy Smothers.
It's Tracy Smothers, a member of the Nation of Domination. I've heard that music enough already today.
And John, I'm not sure what makes me more nervous, not having anyone from the Nation of Domination out here or having them out here. You know they're going to make an appearance for us all.
Two good shoulder blocks by Brian Christopher, and Tracy Smothers says, I think I'll take a little break.
Smothers trying to collect himself, and Brian Christopher flying through the ring. Ropes knocks Tracy Smothers to the floor, grabs him into the post. Smothers flies back into the ring. Brian Christopher climbing a rope. Knocks Ali to the mat. Cover by Christopher. Only a one count. Christopher asking for a little quicker count from downtown Bruno. Christopher rolls Smothers up. 1, 2. On Tracy Smothers pushes Brian Christopher into the
right into the turnbuckle. He hit that one right in the eye.
Now Smothers in control. I'm having a hard time calling this guy Tracy Smothers Shaquille Ali.
Let's call him Shaquille Smothers.
Shaquille Smothers, that'd be a good one. Quick hits from Tracy Smothers. And a leg kick right to the back of the head, and he rolls up Christopher. 2 count. Brian Christopher kicks out right before the 3.
Pretty good move by Shaquille Smothers on that one. Tell you what, a great back kick to the back of his head. Kind of reminds me of a little different version of Brian Christopher's super kick.
Smothers pounding away on Christopher, whips him into the turnbuckle, and Brian Christopher is down and hurt.
Come on, Brian. Come on.
Doing a little
vicious left-handed clothesline right across the chest. Puts Brian Christopher on the deck. Brian could be in a little bit of trouble here, bud.
Shaquille Ali asking for some approval from the fans. He's not going to get that. Hard kick to the face of Brian Christopher, and a cover by Ali. 2 count. Brian Christopher kicks out just in time.
The crowd coming to Brian Christopher's side now, and they'll get him pumped up. And there
Christopher with the big hand to the midsection. Big hit to the head of Shaquille Ali, and another. Whips Ali. Ooh, and Ali.
Brian Christopher off the ropes, runs into a bulldog by Shaquille Ali.
And a cover. 2 count. Brian Christopher kicks out just as downtown Bruno about ready to pop the mat for the 3rd time.
Bruno says 2.5, bud.
Smothers pounding away on Christopher. And a reversal into the rope. Shaquille Ali trying to set him up. Brian Christopher pounds away and reverses it on Smothers. 1, 2. And a kick out by Smothers right in the head of Brian Christopher. Super kick from Brian Christopher.
Smothers gets a little dose of his own medicine so far. Christopher going to the top rope.
Brian Christopher climbing him to the 2nd, to the 3rd. Flying press. Rope up. Ali 2 count. And just before he hit the mat with the 3rd, Smothers kicks out. Smothers rolls up Christopher. Couldn't get a 3 count, though. He had his foot up on the ropes, trying to use the rope.
Almost had him. If he got that other foot up on the ropes, Brian Christopher wouldn't have gotten out of that one.
Another super kick from Christopher, and a cover. 1, 2, and 3.
Brian Christopher missed that first super kick ever so slightly, but that second one was planted right on the kisser. Tracy Smothers went down for the count.
Brian Christopher, the winner over Shaquille Ali of the Nation of Domination. Now we have another member of the Nation of Domination out here, the Spellbinder.
It's Elijah, buddy. Elijah. Brian, come here, buddy.
Okay.
I want this guy, man.
I got it.
I'm not done with him, okay?
I got it.
Come here, Brian.
Hey.
Come here a second. That's cool, though. I think he broke my jaw with that kick, man. I gotta go get it set. Put this guy down.
Go ahead.
Come here, Brian.
Come here, buddy. I want to talk to you.
Brian Christopher coming down to talk to Elijah.
First of all, I want to commend you. I want to commend you for accepting the challenge. Because you and I both know that you didn't really want this to happen. You don't want me to come take that title. Because everybody knows, and you know, and I know, that I'm bigger, I'm stronger, and I'm 10 times better in the ring now. But I tell you what, you people shut up. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Brian. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We got a spot open in the nation now. And in the nation of domination. I recommended you, my buddy, to join. Now, if you do join the nation of domination, I'll let you keep your title, you can keep your belt, you forget about the match, and you and I keep hanging out, eating together, training together, hanging out. You people mind your business, and don't listen to them. You know something?
Brian, an offer from the Spellbinder to join the nation. Excuse me, from Elijah to join the Nation of Domination, and sounds like he thinks he's already won the match.
Listen here. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Listen here, Spell.
Whoa, let's not get off on the wrong foot now. My name is Elijah.
He says his name's Elijah, Brian. We know different.
Domination.
Listen. Your name's not Elijah, and your name's not even Spellbinder. Your name is Dale. Dale Rios. That's your real name. So you're Dale, okay? And you want me to join the Nation of Domination and skip this match? Listen, Dale. You don't know how foolish and how stupid the Nation of Domination looks coming out here with your hats turned around backwards. They look stupid. It's ridiculous, and it's making you look the same way. You know, we were friends when you first came in here. You were Del Rios, and we were good friends. I took you in. We rode together. Like you said, we trained in the gym together. We trained in the gym a lot. We've gone out to eat together. We've done a lot of things, and we were friends. But you know what? Now that you've joined the Nation of Domination, it's all changed, okay? This match, I'm not joining, and this match is going to take place.
Sounds like he's turning down your offer.
I get it. You see, you don't even realize, Chris, how many times you mentioned training and going to the gym together. You see, you're still jealous, buddy. That's what it is. I've always doubled the weight you done. I doubled the repetitions you have. I'm twice your size, okay? And this week, I'm going to take the belt, okay?
I'm far from jealous of you, Dale. You might be big, and you might have a lot of muscles, but you know what? Those muscles don't mean anything when you get into the ring. I'm twice the wrestler you'll ever be. And you know what? If you want to know the honest to God truth, I'm probably just as strong as you are. Yeah, just as strong and a lot better wrestler.
Okay? So you're just as strong as me. Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. Let's just clear out some of these papers here, and we'll just settle it right here, just you and I. Come here, big girl. Just put the belt down. Just put the belt, little man, and come over here, because my arm's bigger than your leg.
Little challenge from Elijah. Brian, I don't know that we even have time for this today.
We got time for this. We got time. You want to see how strong I am? Okay. Let's go. I'm not afraid. You just step out of the way. Come on. I'm not scared of you.
Elijah and Brian Christopher are going to lock up in a little test of strength. You're locking up.
Go!
Elijah with the upper hand right now on Brian Christopher. Caught him by surprise if you got to know the truth of it. Here comes Brian Christopher. Taking him, and Elijah pops Brian Christopher in the side of the head just as he had him down. Hammers away. We need to get somebody out here. Oh, Elijah just pounds Brian Christopher into death.
Well, Bud, just about exactly what you'd expect from the Nation of Domination.
Nation of Domination again coming out here, and just as they're getting ready to get beat, can't take it and pop Brian Christopher. Let's try to sort all this out. We'll be back with more USWA Championship Wrestling. Well, we're still here. Let's go around here and talk to Brian.
I'm not leaving. Listen here, Spellbinder. You want to cheap shot me? Well, believe me, when I get my hands on you this week, I get cheap shot too. I get cheap shot too, punk. We used to be friends, but no more. After today, we're not friends anymore. We are enemies, and you're not going to like to see what I do to my enemy.
Brian Christopher not happy about what happened out here. Let's go to the break. We'll be back with more USWA Championship Wrestling.
And welcome back to USWA Wrestling. And I tell you what, Buddy Wayne joins us out here, and we're going to be here, John. Got a great USWA wrestling card coming up out of town. Let's talk about some of the places that we're going to be.
February 5th, Wednesday night at West Helena, Arkansas at the Lady Luck Casino. 8 o'clock is bell time. First time ever at Lady Luck Casino, a 10-man tag team match. Loser of the fall leads the USWA Nation of Domination. Will be there. Spellbinder, Tracy Smothers, King Reginald, Jerry the King Lawler, Brian Christopher, Bolton Dundee. All kinds of actions there at West Helena.
February 7th, that's Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Wynn, Arkansas, where I understand last time, Buddy, you had a standing room only crowd.
Standing room only last week, and this time they're going to have extra chairs there, so we'll have seats for everybody.
A lot of great wrestlers over there: J.C. Ice, Lawler, Christopher, Wolfie D, Samples, Dundee, Cobra, Smothers. Advance tickets on sale, of course, at the National Guard Armory. $1 off on advance tickets.
Right, go by the National Guard Armory. Sergeant James got the tickets, and there'll be $1 off your ticket when you buy in advance.
February 12th, Wednesday night at the Sheraton Casino from the WWF Double J, Jesse James will be there. Also, the King of the Ring winner, 547-pound Mabel. Last couple of times he's been at the Sheraton, he's broken the ring. So that'll be a big night at the Sheraton Casino, February the 12th.
Then February 14th, Friday night, 7:30 p.m., Forest City, Arkansas at the Civic Center. You'll have Jerry Lawler, Too Sexy Brian Christopher, Dundee, Samples, J.C. Ice, Wolfie D, Bolton. Tickets on sale at Parker Furniture. And once again, $1 off on the advance
Let me
tickets.
make a little remark about the Sheraton. They have reinforced that ring, so we shouldn't have that problem this time.
When you've got the 600-pound Mabel, you need some reinforcements there, Buddy Wayne.
February 21st, Friday night, 7:30 p.m. in Jonesboro, Arkansas at the National Guard Armory on the Arkansas State campus. Tickets on sale at Front Page Cafe, $1 off advance tickets. All the USWA stars will be there. That's Friday night, February 21st in Jonesboro.
And 1 week later, February 28th, also a Friday night, 7:30 p.m. in Blytheville, Arkansas at the National Guard Armory. 7:30 p.m. for the USWA All-Stars.
Right, and we also will have our tickets on sale that day, the day of the match starting at noon, and Blytheville, too, was a complete sellout.
Then getting into March, Friday night, March 7th at Ripley, Tennessee, 7:30 p.m. Ripley High School, the USWA Stars will be there. That's your out-of-town USWA Wrestling on Tour.
And the King, Jerry Lawler, making his way out through the crowd now. Tell you what, the most popular wrestler that's ever been in Memphis, with the exception maybe of Buddy Wayne when he was here.
Jerry the King Lawler Jerry the King Lawler.
I want to talk for just a minute. I won't try to take up too much time. I heard you guys out here talking about a lot of the places that the USWA is going to be traveling to. I'm looking forward to being back over in Wynne, Arkansas, and everybody that was there last time knows why I'm looking forward to being back over there. Up in Blytheville, all of these areas around here, really looking forward to being there. But you know what? Used to, the place I looked forward to being the most was Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee, my hometown. It's our hometown, right? But I'm going to tell you something, John. Things are just really not going right in Memphis, Tennessee anymore. I'm really worried about Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm not just talking about wrestling. I'm talking about a lot of things. You know, Memphis used to be the crown jewel of the entire state of Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee was, you know, it was the city. We talked about getting the NFL team. We talked about getting Major League Sports and everything. But now all of a sudden, what's happened? Nashville has zoomed right on by Memphis. They got the NFL coming. They've just built a huge stadium. They're going to build a baseball stadium. You know, I mean, it's just like, for some reason, Memphis all of a sudden is just being shoved to the side. And I'm going to tell you, I think I know one of the big reasons why this is happening to Memphis, Tennessee. I'll tell you what happened to me one time, me personally, and when this stuff happens to you personally, then you realize. You get a lot of bleeding hearts out there that'll say, oh, you know, you got to overlook things like that. That's because something bad has never happened to those people. When it happens to you, then it's a different story. I remember when I first came back to Memphis, I lived in Nashville for a while. When I first came back to Memphis about 15 years ago, bought a new home here in Memphis, Tennessee, went down to Florida for a 2-week vacation. When I came back, walked in my house, somebody had broken in my house. Somebody had stolen everything in the entire house, right? This was 15 years ago. I got over that, but it takes a long time to get over something like that. A lot of people know, anybody ever breaks in your house, it takes a long time to ever get over that. Just this past week, you know, I try to do some things just like anybody would like to. Hey, I like to go to movies. I like to go out to eat. I like to do things anybody would like to do. Well, a couple weeks ago, my girlfriend and I would go to a movie. Cinema 12 Theater. Hey, it's not more than a mile from my house, right? My own neighborhood. 7:30 at night on a Saturday night. The place is packed. 12 theaters, place is packed, parking lot's packed. We go at 7:30 at night, go in the movie, come out of the movie at 9:30, and I got a little piece of footage. I want to show you this little piece of tape, and I want to show you what my car looked like when I came out of in the parking lot. If you can roll that, take a look. There's the Cinema 12. There's my car when I come out of the movie theater. Now, John, you got a big smile on your face.
Well, no, I just think they did a nice job putting it up on jacks for you.
Yeah. Well, you know what? See, you're one of those people, John, that it's real funny when it happens to somebody else. But to me, that's not one damn bit funny. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Because I'm going to tell you something. Until you come out and see your car up on jacks, or until you come home and see somebody's broken in your house and stolen everything you got, it's kind of funny when it happens to somebody else. But when it happens to you, it's a different story. And it's happened to me. I got ripped off, and a lot of people here in Memphis are getting ripped off, and that's why people are moving out of Memphis. You know what? You want to know what? We just lost one of the best basketball coaches ever in the history of basketball. And you want to know why we lost him? It's not because he didn't win basketball games. It's because people are afraid to go downtown Memphis, Tennessee, and be in a pyramid because they're afraid they're going to come out and the car is going to be ripped off like that. That's why we lost Larry Finch. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I am sick and tired of getting ripped off because people that do that kind of stuff are nothing but low-life cowards. I'm going to tell you something. When I came out, the policeman that were sitting there told me, we got a call from a lady who saw 3 black guys ripping my car off. When they saw her, they ran. What kind of cowards are that? 3 guys run from a lady because you know you're a bunch of low-life scumbags to steal something that doesn't belong to you. Now that brings me to something else. I got a title match coming up this week over at the big one, and do I have a title? Do I have a belt? No, I don't, because I got ripped off again, John Rainey. Last week, I got ripped off by Wolfie D and J.C. Ice. They think it's funny. They think it's cool to pick something that don't belong to them up and waltz away with it. Well, let me tell you, jerks, something. I'm sick and tired of being ripped off, and I'm not going to be ripped off again. Wolfie D, JC Ice, when I get a hold of you, if you don't return that belt, I promise you, you ain't going to like what I do. And this week, they're sending in somebody called the Grave Digger. The Nation of Domination got a grave digger. Well, let me tell you something. He better dig a bunch of graves because I'm going to be putting somebody in them. If you don't...
Oh, no. All right, guys. Look, we don't need this.
Jerry Lawler grabbing a chair, John, and he's not going to want any part of anything fair with the Nation of Domination.
And the Nation of Domination, of course, denying any involvement in Lawler's belt missing. The Grave Digger.
Grave Digger coming out here with the shovel.
That scares you, doesn't it? Yeah, he's gonna get there. You're gonna need this in your head.
Not too sure I want to be in the middle of this interview anymore.
Jerry, that must be the Grave Digger.
What is this Grave Digger?
Let me just tell you jerks one thing. I promise you, this Thursday night, you bring the Grave Digger and you bring that shovel and you damn better bring my belt because if you don't, somebody is going to pay. That's all I got.
Oh, the King. I've known him a long time. I've never seen him that mad, but he is not happy.
Not happy, not some very good words from Jerry Lawler. We'll be back with more USWA Championship Wrestling.
Welcome back to USWA Championship Wrestling. I'm John Rainey, along with Bud Schropel, bringing you the action today. We're sitting in for Corey Macklin and Dave Brown. Of course, they couldn't be here. And coming up next, another great match, Bud.
Double J, Jesse James Armstrong is here.
The real Double J.
You heard these fans. I tell you what, they are nothing but excellent. These fans in Memphis have always been excellent. And Double J, that's right. That's right. Double J every now and then gets to take a little break from his rigorous schedule in the World Wrestling Federation. I don't live too far from here. I live right down by the King's house. You know, Double J and the King get along real good. He ain't dead. He works at Exxon. Hey, but I tell you what, I wanted to give a little plug, a little gratuitous plug here if I could. On the Nashville Network, the World Wrestling Federation had granted me the opportunity to sing my song that you just heard, With My Baby Tonight. I'm going to sing it live on TNN, the Nashville Network, on Primetime Country. They're going to let me sing my song. So hopefully, hey, all right. But if you would, please just let me sing my song.
Oh, movie star, and that's stretching it, Mike Sample.
Jesse James Armstrong singing on some phony cable network like that's a big deal. I can make a cable station as good as that. I'm going to be singing that. You want to hear singing? You just go to the movie soon and you see me on the big screen there. I'm going to Hollywood. Jeff Conaway's got it all set up. I'm going to star in a musical, a big musical. I'll be singing some classical music, not that crap that you sang, pal. What kind of joke, man?
I tell you what, I was talking to the King, Jerry Lawler, backstage, and he said you had already sang in a few movies. Matter of fact, he said the usher had to beat you in the head with his flashlight to get you out from singing out of the front row.
That sounds more like it to me.
You just watch these glasses while I beat this pump.
We got a match coming up. Let's go to the ring, and Tony Friedman. We're ready to go with more USWA action. Introducing first, residing in Hollywood, California, weighing 250 pounds, movie star Mike Samples. And his opponent, returning to the USWA today, from Music City, USA, 246 pounds,
the real Double J, Jesse James!
Jesse James Armstrong and Mike Samples. Got a main event anywhere, and we've got it for you right here on USWA
And this
Championship
is not
Wrestling.
even the main event today. I'll tell you what.
Jesse James doing a little celebrating in the ring.
Only movie Mike Samples is going to be in is going to be a public service announcement for how not to be in a movie.
Used to have B movies all the time. I don't think Mike Samples would even qualify for a B movie.
This guy's a little too ugly to be in the movies. I mean, you call this guy ugly, that's an insult to ugly people, bud. I'm sorry. He's not no business in the movies, but Jesse James Armstrong, great turnaround from some of his attitudes in the past, turned into a crowd favorite here, and deservedly so.
Jesse James and Mike Samples locking it up in the middle of the ring. Samples pops him as he turned himself away from referee Bill Rush. Has him in the corner, pounding away. Bill Rush calling for a break. He's got Jesse James in trouble early.
That first shot to the throat kind of sent Jesse James back a little bit, but
Mike Samples looking for some approval.
not going to get it from us, bud. I'm sorry.
Big knee to the back midsection of Jesse James. Pounds away at the midsection. Choking, a blatant choke right in the eyes of Bill Rush. And a headbutt from Samples, and James pops him. Now Mike Samples in trouble, and he returns it to Jesse James, and James falls to the corner, and Mike Samples right there on top of him. A whip reversal from Jesse James, setting him up Elvis style. Big clothesline. Climbing the ropes. Pounds away at the head of Mike Samples. And one to grow on from Jesse James Armstrong.
I'm not sure that Mike Samples knows what movie he's in right now, bud. He's in trouble big time.
2 count from Jesse James. He's been beating on Samples well, but he's going to go a little bit further. Uh-oh, Samples reverses Armstrong into Bill Rush, and referee Bill Rush down.
Mike Samples pulling something out of his belt.
Bobby
Bolton comes in.
From the back. Armstrong rolls up Samples.
Great move by Jesse James Armstrong. I'll tell you what, Mike Samples was pulling a chain out of his tights, bud. Bobby Bolton came out on the outside of the ring there and took it away from him. And while they were fighting over the chain, Jesse James rolled him up. No what? What do you mean no? What do you mean no?
I mean, no, I want that idiot commissioner out here right now. I'm not going for that. I want the commissioner now.
Well, let's see. Let's see if we can get the commissioner, Elliot Pollock, out here.
Elliot Pollock, the commissioner
Get him out
of
here
the
now.
USWA.
I'm not playing. I want him now.
He's coming.
Get over here. You get right here between us. I don't want to get close to you. Put that over here. Let me talk. Tell you something. It's going to stop right now. You got it? Now it's going to stop. Every time I get in the ring, that Bobby Bolton interferes. You understand? Not only here on TV. You shut your mouth, you little... Every night in every arena that we're in, all around USWA territory, I've got a man beat down. And what happens? Bobby Bolton interferes. I want to stop it now. I'm going to tell you something. You'll never see me on this TV station again, Daddy-O.
Maybe not such a bad idea.
Mr. Samples, that may be a good idea, but I'm telling you something. Thursday night, you initiated with Bobby Bolton by doing a pile driver on him on the floor, hurting his neck. And now I understand. Now I understand that an incident occurred this past week in Louisville, Kentucky. And I've been told by authorities that there's a videotape of your behavior. And if I get that tape before next week, I'm showing it to these fans. And then we'll decide if you're going to wrestle here again.
No, you can't do it. Yeah, okay. I understand how it works. You're going to view a tape of some incident. They probably doctored the tape anyway. You being all Mr. High and Mighty, Mr. Commissioner from New York City, You're going to decide whether I go or stay? Uh-huh. Whatever happened to justice? Whatever happened to truth, justice, in the American way? In the old days when you used to go to court, you had a jury trial by your peers, not some highfalutin, tie-wearing, oh, pardon me.
Come on, Mike.
Big shot from New York City. What about the jury of your peers, huh?
You want the jury of your peers?
Yes, I do, pal.
You've asked for it, you'll get your wish. The fans and the people at home will decide your punishment.
Seems fair to me. The fans like it.
These people hate me. They'll vote me out of here in a heartbeat. Are you kidding? They're your peers. They're not my peers. I'm 10,000 times better than them. You understand?
I tell you what, we're going to get this settled a little bit later. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more USWA Championship Wrestling.
John, we were just informed that we received some kind of tape from something called the Truth Commission, so let's go and see what that's all about.
This is the Commandant of the Truth Commission. In South Africa, we know that the only way of getting the truth out of anybody is to beat it out of them. Me and my commandos are coming here to prove what a bunch of soft sissies you American wrestlers are. We will beat the truth out of you. We will make you submit, and we will prove that we are superior. The Truth Commission is coming.
Boy, I don't know.
Whoa.
The Truth Commission?
Look like a not-too-friendly kind of guy.
I don't want him asking me any questions, I'll tell you that.
Let's
Tell
go
you
to
what
the
I want to talk
Memphis card.
about. Yeah, the Memphis card coming up Thursday night at the big one, February 6th out at Hollywood and 240. Got some great matches coming up.
First match will be Stephen Dunn. He was originally scheduled to go with Bill Dundee in an earlier match, but some things came up. Stephen Dunn will be in the opening match there this Thursday night at the Big One Expo Center. Then Bobby Bolton and Super Hysteria will be knotting it up. Then we'll move on to Movie Star Mike out here. And
Movie Star
he
Mike.
may not be around much longer if it's up to the fans of the USWA, and this week he'll be going against Brickhouse Brown. The next match will be King Reginald from the Nation of Domination, Reggie B. Fine, as he locks up with the real Double J from the WWF, Jesse James Armstrong. Then a USWA heavyweight title match, Brian Christopher going against, I better get it right because he didn't seem to be too happy with me calling him the Spellbinder. Elijah, or the Spellbinder, will be going against Brian Christopher for the USWA heavyweight title. Then a grudge tag team title match, the Nation of Domination, JC Ice and Wolfie D going against Bill Dundee and someone we haven't seen in quite a while, Billy Travis, will be going in this week, taking Bill Dundee as his partner going against the Nation of Domination. Then,
let me have this next one, bud.
Take it away.
I have never seen this guy madder than he was today. The King, Jerry Lawler, going to go against the Gravedigger, who we saw out here a little bit before. I would not want to be the Gravedigger. Jerry Lawler, not a happy camper.
There we have the music again.
I thought we'd heard
John, as if we hadn't seen them or heard from them enough today. Here they come again. JC Ice and Wolfie D of the Nation of Domination. They're sporting the tag team titles.
Well, I guess we have to go through this one more time.
Hey, look, you know what, man? I cannot believe that everybody in the whole world is blaming JC Ice and Wolfie D for their problems. We got this idiot Billy Travis who is in denial of his drug problem and wants to put it on poor Wolf.
He is in such denial. I can't believe it. I bet if I was, remember that $100 I just won? Hey, Billy. Hey, Billy, look, $100, man. Want to go to the hood, man? Look, he's back there going, oh, God. Oh, shut up. Hold me back. Billy Travis, you're in denial. It ain't my fault you're a dope head, and I'm going to prove to everybody in the world that I am a better man than you, and I'm going to kick your butt. Look, he was probably high when he jumped in the ring on me out here. This week, Bill Dundee and Billy Travis, you've had it because you messed with the Nation of Domination by any means necessary.
That's the Nation of Domination, Wolfie D, JC Ice. They've got a big match coming up with Dundee and Travis. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more USWA Wrestling. Here he is, walking in ever so eloquently, King Reginald.
At least it's not the Nation of Domination music. I've had about enough of that.
Sporting a beautiful crown, beautiful cape, and I'm sure probably a very poor attitude.
I'm a little confused. I thought there was only one king here.
Hey, see, that's the problem. You got on glass and you can't see the real king. I told you, this is 1997, not 77. You see what I went and done? I told you, low budget, I was gonna go out and get me a, I went and got me a cape. I went and got me a crown. And look, I've been winning matches all the last week. I won every match I was in. I beat a boy so bad Monday night, they had to call the police on me to get him off of me. Shut up, you low budget. And you know what? Jerry Lawler. Shut up.
Jerry Lawler, the real king, you mean?
Look, Bill King Breako, just shut up and be quiet. Check this out. Jerry Lawler, I got something Jerry Lawler ain't never thought about having, baby. What do every king need? What do every king need, you low budget?
Queen? Just guessing.
I don't know who your teacher was, but they sure taught you well. Come on out here, Miss Queenie. Reggie B. King Reginald needs his queen.
Well, I must admit, he chose well.
He chose well. A very nice-looking queen.
And what else do a king need? I got one more thing that Jerry Lawler never had. See, I'm the real king, you understand? I'm the up-to-date king. Now look, I went all the way to Egypt. I mean, I went over there and found something that's been in royalty for 3,000 years. And I went and got my lawyer, and I told him I need $20 million. So I went over there and purchased me a what? Take a look at this right here, baby.
A throne.
All for the king. All for the king. All for the king. Come follow me over here, brother.
I must admit, it is a very nice throne. Reggie B. Fine, you have done well.
Hey, I'm going to tell you low budgets one thing. Now look, I'm not no hard king to get along with, you understand? I'm not the old king. This is the new king. Now, if you want to have your picture taken with the king, come on over here and kiss my feet. And one of y'all low budget, two of y'all, do y'all have a camera? Does anybody out there have a camera? That's what I figured. None of you low budget can't even afford a Polaroid. They don't come for $9 at Kmart. But y'all just come on over here and take a picture. You got to come over here and kiss my feet first, like Queenie, baby.
Doesn't look like there's any takers.
I'm going to sit here until one of these low budgets go steal a camera, whatever they got to do, to come over here and take a picture. I want somebody to take a picture of them kissing my foot. That's what I want. I am the new king.
Well, there you have it, Reggie B. Fine, the queen, and his throne. But I think we got a little match to go to, bud.
We do have a match to go to. Downtown Bruno making his way to the ring, and let's go to the ring, and Tony Friedman.
We are ready to go with your main event today on USWA Championship Wrestling. Introducing first, making his way to the ring area from the Nation of Domination, here comes Elijah. And his opponent, soon to be making his way to the ring area from Hendersonville, Tennessee, 234 pounds, Stephen Dunn. One full television time remaining. Your referee is Downtown Bruno.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Spellbinder. Excuse me.
You did tell us, and we still can't accept that.
Elijah
the Spellbinder. Bruno says ring the bell, and we're ready to go. Stephen Dunn and the Spellbinder.
This should be interesting with the Spellbinder on one side and the king, Reggie B. Fine, sitting on the other side.
The wannabe king, Reginald, on the side as the Spellbinder, Elijah, and Stephen Dunn in the ring.
The Spellbinder must not be doing very well in the world of wrestling. His uniform's got a few holes in it there, bud.
Spellbinder's always been a tough competitor here in the USWA, and he's starting off very strongly against Stephen Dunn. Whips. Dunn into the rope, ducks under by Dunn. Tried to roll him up. Elijah held on the rope, then a nice drop kick from Stephen Dunn, and another drop kick from Dunn. Whips him into the corner. Ooh, and a big foot from Elijah. And a big clothesline, knocking Stephen Dunn to the mat.
It's going to be a good match here, Bud. The athleticism of Stephen Dunn against the strength and power of the Spellbinder.
Tell you one thing King Reginald forgot he had, John, also what Jerry Lawler had is the belt. Of course, Jerry Lawler doesn't have it either, thanks to the Nation of Domination.
I have a feeling the real King will get it back. And here comes
there's
JC
what
Ice.
you'd expect.
Wolfie D. What else would you look for?
The Nation of Domination coming in here. JC Ice, Tracy Smothers, and Wolfie D jumping on Stephen Dunn, and King Reginald on the side directing traffic for him.
Now the Nation of Domination bowing to King Reginald. But
and here comes Lawler and Dundee and Brian Christopher, and they clear the ring area.
The real King took care of the new King pretty quickly. I'll tell you what, going to restore a little order here, guys. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more USWA Wrestling.
John, let's go over the card again. Coming up this Thursday night at the Big One Expo Center at Hollywood and I-240. Great night of action coming up. Bell time is at 7:30. That's this Thursday, February 6th. Stephen Dunn will be in the first match against an unnamed opponent up to now. Then Bobby Bolton in Super Hysteria. We saw Super Hysteria here in the first match this morning. And Mike Samples, movie star Mike Samples, may be short-lived in the USWA if fans have anything to do with it. He'll be going against Brickhouse Brown. Then it's King Reginald. He came out here with his new queen, his new throne. He'll be at the Big One Thursday night taking on Double J, Jesse James Armstrong from the WWF. Then a USWA heavyweight title match. Brian Christopher will be going up against Elijah, the Spellbinder, and Brian Christopher in a USWA heavyweight title match.
And one of the matches I'm really looking forward to, Bud, a grudge tag team title match, the Nation of Domination. We saw plenty of them today against Bill Dundee and Billy Travis back after almost 2 years away from the USWA.
Then the King, Jerry Lawler, defends his unified world title against the Gravedigger, also from the Nation of Domination. And that's your card just coming Thursday night at the Big One Expo Center.
I got to tell you guys, we had a great time this morning. We want to appreciate everybody for tuning in today for USWA Wrestling. I'll tell you what, it's been fun, Bud. We've had a good time.
For John Rainey, I'm Bud Schropel. Until we come to you again, have a great weekend, everyone.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of USWA Championship Wrestling.